There's a party going on over there. Hey guys, will you be quiet? Thank you. Hey guys, today we're gonna be doing another review today. No shit. Yeah, it's there and there. Got the script in. Anyway, yeah, today we're doing another review, and yes, it's gonna be another really interesting movie. So let's think back. We reviewed Godzilla. We reviewed Secret of Beds 2. We reviewed Aladdin, Avengers Endgame. What other popular anticipation should we be reviewing? Well, it depends really. Let's say we're going to review Toy Story 4. This is actually one of the highly anticipated movies of the entire year. It made the top 5 of anticipated movies, along with Star Wars Episode 9, which I'm waiting for it to come out, and stuff like Avengers Endgame, which already came out and was a big hit. But this is Toy Story 4, so it's different. So we're going to take this here a second and talk about the movie, starting off with the cast and characters. So let's go with the cast and characters that we have already seen in Toy Story existence. Starting with the ones that we remember since the beginning. Like Tom Hanks is Woody, who's also played Forrest Gump and Big and all that. Tim Allen plays Buzz. Don Rickles, who plays Mr. Potato Head, who sadly died. Yet this was his performance before and all. And that being said, yes, he's dead. There's Wallace Shawn, who plays Rex. And there's John Ratzenberger, who played in every Pixar movie. This one, he's Ham. And yes, it's all that. So we're gonna go back to what we've. Oh yeah, and Eric Von Denton played Sid. But he's not in this movie. I wish he was in this movie. I mentioned his name because he was my favorite villain in the entire franchise. Anyway, how about the ones in this movie that we got through? Well, ever since Toy Story 2 and 3, we got Jessie in the series, who didn't really deserve its performance, but was in it anyway. Who was played by Joanne Cusack. Yep, Joanne Cusack. The rest of the movie just follows where it left in the last film, but with that being said, all the actors are all in their performances. Wait a minute. I just found a word that they have actually announced the character returning because she wasn't in Toy Story 3. Annie Potts playing Little Bo Peep again. And this time she looks different. In the original, she was a sheep farmer or something. Here, she's a waifu. A waifu, I'm telling you. I mean, seriously though, just look at her imagery. It's changed immediately and it looks downright sexy. I mean, tell me, if you're watching her performances and tell me you have a boner, you obviously get one in this performance. You have one, right?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry, it's the pleats. It's actually an optical illusion. It's the pattern on the pants. It's not flattering.
Don't make excuses. You know you're just trying to embarrass yourself more. Ooh, and Keanu Reeves is in this movie. Anybody know who Keanu Reeves is? John Wick. He's John Wick. John Wick is in this movie. Because he had a box office hit. John Wick. Chapter 3. We also have a well-made note of Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Kay, who both play a bunny and a duck, who are honestly the most annoying things in the entire movie. But let's be honest, like you've mentioned, it's just there just to try to be funny and all. But they're annoying as heck. Then we have the creepy villain played by Christina Hendricks, a toy named Gabby Gabby, who looks cute and who wants to look cute in many ways, but it just turns out downright freaking horrifying. Like Chucky or Annabelle got a daughter And that's what it would look like. Try to look cute, but just freaking horrifying. Okay? And I'm getting another word that a Fox cartoon actor's in this movie again. Kristen Scale, who played the girl from Bob's Burgers. The young one. The annoying one. Not the parent. The daughter. But that's very off topic. Okay. So yes, everything in this movie is really, really just out of hand. Okay? All of it. All of it. Oh, wait, we have another character in this movie. Porky, a made toy, not a actual toy. It's just a trash. They say he's a toy, but he's not. He's just, he just made up random stuff and just came out of freaking nowhere. Okay, that's creative, okay? Normally you just barely even know. You can barely do that, but it happened. The girl did that. The Forky's played by Tony Hale. Tony Hale from Arrested Development is playing him. Wow. Wow. So overall, the characters are all in their way. They have the same performance. They're just with different style for the movie. Following the story as quickly as possible and all that. Yes. All that's going on and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. Yeah. So after all that stuff, we're going to look at animation and comedy at the same frame. Let's do that. Let's go through that. Alright, we're going to look at the animation, the comedy, and we're even going to take a sneak peek at the Easter eggs and references I saw in the movie. So let's start with the animation. It has upgraded, okay? It is upgraded hard. They did have an appearance of Andy, and he looked nothing like he did in the other two movies. First two. Here he looks different, but he wasn't even fully in the movie. With that being said, though, it still is fine, nonetheless. Anyway, the animation has upgraded a lot. It's basically the same animation we thought of in Toy Story 3, except it's HD. You know? Because the HD is HD and all. So that just blows donkeys. Anything you find here is all going to be different. But with that being said, it's not always going to work. Because the animation may work perfectly, but as a matter of fact, because of that, there's a problem. It's too perfect. Seriously though, they need to slow it down a bit, okay? If I have a wish, I want to wish to make sure this technology doesn't get any bigger and bigger, because it's just going to get us all more into it. But that's not really going to be a problem because of reasons. So we're going to have to think of a better way to fix this. I'll fix it soon. Anyway, how about the comedy in this movie? Which movie of all four has the best comedy? I don't know. Both don't really follow more. They follow more of a story than a comedy. But I say the original because it's the original. All of it's just wow. This movie's comedy goes by at one way and another. Most people say the comedy comes from the characters of Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key. But I don't really call that anything. I just really think that it comes from what the movie is doing, really, okay? Trust me, though. I've seen worse, because, honestly, why? Why would the comedy matter? Why would it matter? Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. So, let's now take a look at the Easter eggs and references the movie offers. We did get a lot of toy Easter eggs in the other Toy Story movies, like Toy Story 2 showed off a Super Nintendo cameo Easter egg, if you saw that. Or how about board game Easter eggs in the original? This this one's just a little bit of Easter egg. I saw a little bit in there. We did see some close-up ones. We saw a Tin Toy, which was one of Pixar's first short films. We also heard a few references and all. Like there was an E.T. reference put into the movie because that makes sense for Toy Story. And there was also, and this is important, a 2001 Space Odyssey reference. Remember when the first two Toy Story movies had Buzz Lightyear acting for the performance of a Star Wars character? Well, in this film, he can do any. He's just going to talk for any space movie. And 2001: A Space Odyssey is what they chose. You may wonder what quote they used. Anyone remember that quote? Open the pod bay doors. We heard a line from that in the movie. Except this time it wasn't all the way there because we didn't get Hal to say, "I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that." But regardless of that, it doesn't matter anyway. That's basically what the Easter eggs and references are. If you want to see more of that, maybe you should just go watch the movie and turn the video off because this next part is going to be talking about the story. So you should probably see some Easter eggs or references in there. So anyway, now we're going to go on to the story. It contains spoilers. Let's go to the story. How is the story in this movie followed? Well, the opening is followed differently than the other ones. In the original three films, the opening followed through an imaginary story. In the first film is the story we just saw is toy design, which is smart. In the second one, it was a video game design of Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, which inspired the show Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. And in the third one, it was all the same in the original, except made to look realistic. What happens in this film? They don't do that. It's sad though. What they do instead is a backstory on Bo Peep and how we lost her, which we don't really need because no one really gives a shit how she was lost. But whatever, they're doing it anyway. It tells that they save a car, but then realize B is lost, so they say their last words. It's cute and all, and then we just cut to the song used in all the three movies. You Got a Friend in Me. That's probably the most popular Pixar song in history because it really shows off Toy Story well. And trust me, I listen to that every time I watch the movies and just never forget about it. Never forget about it. Even to this day, when this movie never existed, I would never forget about it. So we just cut to backstory stuff with Andy. Then we actually cut to where it really started. What does it start with? It started with what the story was in the original Toy Story, Woody getting rejected to another toy. But hey, what the hell? It's not really much. So yeah, we cut to our character Bonnie, who's now the owner, because that was the ending of the last movie, which was sad for me, and I can't stop about that. And I don't know how I can handle this story like this. I should probably get I want to be a toy, so I don't have to cry and I don't have to ruin this review. Toys don't really cry that much, you know. You want to be a toy? You want to be a toy? Yes, what are you doing here? Hey, continue into a toy, alright? Really, you can? Yes. Yes, you have to come with me. Okay, hold up a sec, guys. I'm gonna be a toy. Alright, he's gonna be here any minute. Come on out. I don't want to. Come on out! Okay, here I come. I don't know how I like this. Yeah? Well, guess what? You got a new hand was controlling you. Okay, this hand's controlling me. Okay? Well, whose hand is it? Your mom? My mom? Mom, can you get out of here? I don't need help. Screw it. Well, come on. Let's go, Mom. Let's go on a date. What? Anyway, guys, let's continue to the story. The story of the movie connects to what it really is. Because after all that, we just see our new character, Forky, who's a trash. Basically, the entire movie focuses on him looking ugly, yet we just see him doing a bunch of trash jokes. Yet that kind of works, but it's also weird, okay? Like, literally, every time we see him, all he thinks about is being trash. And in one way, that'd be funny, and in another way, that's just weird. Anyway, it's all that in there, yes, all that in there. But after all that, we then cut to more stuff, like a car trip. And the car trip follows all them, but remember that what happened in the other three films? The toys get lost. And guess it? Yes, that actually happens here. Because apparently, Forky runs away, so Woody gets to go save him, and then everyone else is in the car. Well, at least this time, not all the toys are lost, but that was like in the original and second one. The third one, all of them were lost, but what the hell? What's gonna matter anyway? Here, we just see Woody getting Forky, but then they get lost, and yes, Bonnie worries about Forky and not Woody. Can you believe that? You would think she'd be like, what the hell happened to my toys? I'm looking for Woody and Forky. Here, she's just like, I lost Forky, screw Woody, I don't need Woody. But anyway, and it's just all bad. So he's stuck, they're lost, and as they're about to finally meet him, Woody has the dumbest decision to go in the store just because he thinks Bo Pete's in there. Wow, just wow. As they meet the villain, Gabby, who's just trying to be a cute little toy, but like I said earlier, is freaking horrifying. She's not supposed to be horrifying, but she is. We also meet Goosebump monsters with her, which are ugly too, uglier maybe. And that all being said, it all goes by as it turns out there are villains and they leave them in there, but they escape. A girl catches Woody, and are they gonna keep him? Nope, he actually just escapes, with her having nothing else to do with the entire story. Of course, that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, it appears that he actually finds Bo Pete's, and yes, it comes to the biggest relationship ever. First off, how does he recognize her? I know she doesn't look that different, but still, like I said, she has a waifu. I'm getting a boner and you can't see it because I'm a Lego minifigure. Can you turn me back? No. Can you please leave me alone? I'm hanging out with your mom. So, Mom, what is it about today? Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Okay, let's go, Mom. Let's go. Oh, by the way, you look ugly. Go away. Okay. Come on, Mom. Anyway, this all goes back to the cut where we just cut back to Bonnie, and it's just the toys just trying to find a way to save him. So we get Buzz to leave too. What happens to him? He gets stuck in a carnival where we cut to the bunny and the duck. Seriously though, that's just not fun. Those are two very annoying characters. I saw them in one of the teaser trailers, and I just thought, I sure hope they're not in the actual movie. Guess what? They are. They really are. And there's a lot to be thinking about because they're so annoying. They do cut the funny parts of them, but that's not really going to change much of how annoying weird they are. Anyway, so Woody and Bo Peep just hang out and all, but he tries to save Forky, and Bo Peep's all like, no, you're staying with me. Which actually is probably going to answer our theory. Is Bo Peep the villain of the movie? I'm going to guess she is the villain of the movie. We already have Gabby, but she's nothing. She's trying to look cute. She's not, though. So we're just going to cut to Bo Peep and think she's the villain. Is she, though? Let's figure out soon. So we then see them try to find Forky as they go on a mission. They even meet up with Buzz as they all go on the mission. And after all that, guess what happens to Bo Peep? She loses her arm. So, I wonder, it's an arm. Is that going to affect the story in any way possible? Will it? So it's not going to affect the story, as I thought. Anyway, the story still goes on and all. We see more and more stuff happen. As it turns out that they get stuck in the store and Bonnie still is worried about them. So they try to find ways to stop them from leaving. And it's kind of a little waste of time, but whatever. I still enjoy watching it all. We then cut to a new character who is known as a motorcycle guy. His name is Duke. He looks pretty freaking cool. Yeah, he's just a stunt toy that I used to own. I used to own stunt toys before I owned Legos. And look at me, now I'm a Lego. Turn me back. I'm in the middle of something, but I want to be turned back. No! I thought being a toy was going to be fun. Well, hey, at least I don't have to... At least I get to do tiny stuff that I don't get to do as big me. At least I'm small now, but it's still stupid. Anyway, the story continues all. As it turns out the thing goes by, as he has a sad backstory too of a kid who them but got rid of him. Which is what happens in every Toy Story movie. We get to a filler backstory that kind of connects, but it's also just kind of a waste of time for the actual entire movie. But that's just all the case here. We still find it fun and sad at the same time. Every Toy Story movie can have a sad part. which is just sad. A lot of sad. So anyway, it turns out the whole thing is all just going to get bigger and bigger because I think Bo Peep is still a villain. But apparently they separate because they all want to do different stuff in the mission. And you know what? That's fine. Separate all they want. They can do that. We don't really need them to be together anymore. We've already seen together in the first 2 movies. They already showed off every relationship stuff either. I fell. Can you pick me up? Okay. Give me a second, guys. This is going to take a little bit. There. Now you're all sides together. Can you help me out here? Okay, just, Alright, Mom, can you move? Come on, put it through. Yes, yes. Okay, it's good. It's a little tight. Yes. Alright, that's good. That's good. Can I please turn back to the human? No! So we still have more to worry about because apparently Woody gets kidnapped by Gabby as they take away his talking machine. And does that affect the story? He's okay with it. At least he's able to escape and get Forky and leave. So they leave, but it turns out apparently Bonnie's leaving too, so they're probably not going to make it in time. Well, they did make it because apparently it turns out we get more distractions going on. As it turns out, she left her backpack at the antique store where they at. Seriously though, what the heck are the odds? As she grabs it, finds Forky, but still doesn't know where Woody is. Okay, seriously though, she's just an a-hole because she knows Woody. How does she not question where he is? He needs to care. She's not a good person. But before that, we see Gabby about to get adopted, and a girl is about to grab her because she knows how cute she looks. So what happens? Well, it's the nicest thing that she finally rejects her. Yeah, seriously, have you seen that before? Meeting someone, looks excited, but then decides just not to get it. Okay, that's just wrong. Anyway, so they get sad about that, so they just try to do something with her as they give her to another girl, and that girl likes her. She finally gets hold and all. As it turns out, Bo Peep wasn't the villain in the movie after all. In fact, the villain, Gabby Happy, apparently is now a nice guy. Girl. Whatever. The slappy dummies are the villains that we don't know about anymore. Anyway, all of that's just going to screw by because after this all, it turns out Woody has Bo Peep and he's not coming back with them yet. I know they're coming back eventually. But it ends with them still at the carnival as they have a happy ending, as it turns out everyone else is just going to go home without him. Okay, I see how it goes. Anyway, the credits roll. We just kept the more random stuff happen. No real post-credit scene, just all that. And then the movie finally is over. So, what are my thoughts about this movie? It was a pretty good movie. Was it better than Endgame? No. Was it better than any movie? Well, a couple, but not Endgame. So, without all being said, we all just find this movie a wonderful treat. And you know what? Does it beat all of them? Well, it does make top 2. Toy Story 3 is still my favorite because I still think that one just still has a fun story to it and all. But regardless of anything, Toy Story 4 still holds up. Thanks for watching. Now can I please turn back to a human? So you really want to be a human? Yes. What kind of human? A cool human. Okay, I can tell you cool. Okay, he's all good. Coming out. Okay, sure. Alright. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Wait a minute. Wait. Why am I wearing these glasses? Why am I wearing these glasses? Because you're a spy. I'm a spy? Yes. What kind of spy? In black. I'm not wearing black. Will you? Will you review? Yeah, I will. I'm out of here, fellas. I got a mission to do. What's my mission again? To bring your channel back, because your channel nowadays sucks. I think my mission is to shoot you. Oh, God.